global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, just kindly click on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish videos on YouTube. Right now, there is a scary increase in the number of those who are infected with the coronavirus. And as of yesterday, the president had given instruction for there to be locked down in Kano State precisely. And most governors also have tried to take some steps to ensure they protect the lives and property of their own people by, continuing with the lockdown and also interstate boundary lockdown same. But when it comes to Governor Wike, that's Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, he has gone an extra mile because his intention is to see how he can protect the life of his own people and also to stop the spread of this COVID-19 into Rivers State. They've recorded some few cases, but he's doing all within his power to ensure he stops it. And guess what? The decision he has taken now is quite a drastic one, and he's instructing and ordering the immediate deportation of Almajiris, and not just Almajiris alone, and also beggars from the north. Most of the Almajiris and beggars that we have in the southeast and also in the south, they are coming from the north. And because of one or two cases that we've heard in the news, for example, in Kaduna State precisely, the task force who were there on the road were able to stop a car that was carrying some of these, Almajiris into Kanus, they stopped them at the border between Kaduna and Kano State, and they were able to stop them from entry into Kaduna State. And according to information, they said that most of them had tested already positive to coronavirus. I think that is what necessitated the decision by the governor, and he has also, apart from just ordering the deportation of these Almajiris, he has also gone as far as announcing a 24-hour total lockdown in part of Obiokpo and Port Harcourt City local government area, including Elekaya Stadium Road, Rumamasi, Rumo Biakini, just as he warned residents of Oyibo, Rumo Korochi, and Rumo Koro to stay indoors. I'm going to read exactly his instruction, and I just want us to listen to it. And according to him, he said, in view of the all passive compliance with this measure, it has become compelling to also place the following part of Port Harcourt and Obiokpo local government area on 24 hours complete lockdown beginning from Tuesday 28 April 2020 till further notice. Elekaya, including the entire stretch of Rumo Kalagbo Elekaya Link Road, Rumo Masi, including Stadium Road, and Rumo Biakani. All residents in this area must stay at home. All shops, market, offices, and business outfit in this area must also cease to operate until further notice. Landlords in this area must take personal responsibility to enforce this lockdown, as we will not hesitate to pull down any commercial building or structure that opens to business in violation of these specific directives. We are also watching the conduct of residents and traders in Rumokoro, Rumo Kuroshi, and Oyibo who are refusing to adhere to the government's ban and restriction on business and social gathering in the state. We appeal to the leaders of these communities to ensure the established restriction or risk the imposition of a total lockdown on their communities. These unscrupulous security officers are deliberately putting our state and the lives of our people at risk, as our health system can hardly cope should there be a surge in COVID-19 cases. To contain this threat, therefore, we will be inaugurating a state task force on border closure on Tuesday, April 28, 2020, to effectively monitor our boundaries, and ensure that no unauthorized person and or vehicle leaves or enter our state under any guise in breach of the lockdown order. We have also directed the Commissioner of Social Welfare to round up and deport all vagrants, including their Malgeries, to their states of origin to protect our people from the threat that present to the transmission of this pandemic. We have also widened our case finding and containment strategy by moving from targeted testing to active sentinel search for cases with acute symptoms across various public and private facilities and subject them to immediate testing, isolation, and treatment. Those were the words of Wike, Governor Wike of Rivers State. Now, let's try to be very objective. The decision taken by Governor Wike, is a very good one. But I want to also use this opportunity to express my disappointment at the security personnel who were given the responsibility of stopping or maintaining lockdown at the boundaries of the state. The governor understands the fact that he is the one that is responsible for the lives of the people of his state. And he gave an instruction that nobody should come in. But it's so surprising that some of these policemen or security operatives who were given that responsibility to ensure lockdown at the entrance of the cities, at the entrance of some state, did not comply. Some of them allowed these guys to come in. They will wait up to 12 midnight and they will begin to extort monies from these travelers, allowing them to come in without taking into consideration the reason why the government of the day had given such instruction. This is absolutely terrible and so bad. It shows that you are unconcerned about the state of health of the people. You are not interested. Health security is none of your business. Whether the coronavirus people come in and do all manner of mayhem, that's none of your business. Your business is your pocket. Now, but amazingly, these same people we are talking about, the security operative, fairly recently they have increased their salary. That's why I always say that this issue of corruption and looting, all of these things is actually a system thing. It's a system that had already been built in Nigeria, and it is now running in the fibers of everybody, such that every slight opportunity people have, they want to make money on top of it. Just imagine. The man now had to think of having a task force. Possibly that task force, he has to train them first of all and ensure they stand at the, entry point of the state to prevent people from coming in. It's really, really bad. Now, I'm not saying this because possibly I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm saying it because I know absolutely well that this is what is happening. A friend of mine who is a pastor, he came all the way from Lagos State. The question I asked him was, how will you be able to break through all those, lockdowns in different states? He said it's a matter of just after a while, they gave them some money, and maybe the driver gave them some money, asked for contribution from the passenger, they give to the policeman, and they allowed them to pass. They were stopped at a particular point, up to 12 midnight, they didn't allow them to pass. But immediately they noticed that nobody knew, they were not properly being monitored. They allow them to pass in. And this will not help this situation that we have found ourselves. And that's why most people keep saying that this Boko Haram issue is caused by these same people. But let's just keep that one aside and look at the case of him packing our Almajiris and also beggars. I think this is very, very important. As at this point, everybody needs to return to his own state of origin so that they don't put people in trouble. They don't put people in trouble. You notice how these Almajiris, they go around, they beg. We've seen a lot of cases of these Almajiris doing some funny things, and beggars are littered all over the place. And most of them are, they're the ones that give information to their people who are coming over to the south to stay. They try to, allow them to come in. And the question I normally ask is, why is it that people love to give birth to the number of children that they cannot take care of, up to the point that you allow them to begin to litter around? And guess what? It's not just the northerners that have these almajiris. We also have some persons in the name of, oh, witchcraft. See, the child has eaten witchcraft. You allow the child into the street, and the child now become a nuisance to the inhabitants of that environment. Before you know, they get involved in all manner of life-threatening activities, and before you know, they pass from one place to the other, doing all manner of things. We need to, at this point, government need to sensitize parents that they should be able to take care of children before they bring them into this world. All right, but before we continue, let's just look at some of the reactions of Nigeria. Most people are saying that they are really, really proud of the step taken by the governor of the state. This one says, see, a good one. After voting Buhari, they want to enjoy all money and serene environment. All hands must be on deck to pursue all of them out of... Okay, let's still look at some reactions from Nigerians so that we can go ahead. And this one says here, this man must be a naturally stubborn man, but I still like him. Though I'm not in support of this particular decision, they should have been rounded up and taken care of by the Muslim communities there. Another one says here, don't cast every way. Now to use their people like goats, they sabi. After all, they'll call holy Muslim. Is that what Islam teaches? And this person says here, this is serious. This man is always coming out with one controversial policy or the other. Anyway, I am a prophet. Okay. Another one said the object to birth control, the object to monogamy, and the object to modernization. They do all for their selfish gain and want to share the repercussion with everybody. That's talking about the Nigerians and the beggars that are on the streets. And this one says the effort to curb the spread of COVID-19 are working against the Almajiris and also in their favor. If only the northern leaders and some parents will rise up and lift up to their responsibilities. Former Emir Sanusi voiced this opinion on Almajiri system and other issues in the north, but some people took them personal and dethroned him because he stood on the side of the truth. And the last one I want to read here says, we have also directed the Commissioner of Social Welfare to round up and deport all vagrants, including the Almajiris, to the state of origin to protect our people from the threat they present to the transmission of this pandemic. I mentioned that COVID-19 will help us identify who truly we are. If our Almajiris will be deported, so will Fulani someday. I love Wike. It is time you cater for your own. And believe me, this goes beyond Wike. From the pronouncement of a special task force in River, just like Amotekun, Nigeria is gone. A lot of responses from Nigeria, and all of them are pointing to the fact that the governor of River State is actually making the right decision. And truly, he is making the right decision at this point, because what is most important to him is the life of the people of River State. And if you look at it, it's not that he's just making one single decision. We've also heard the case of him talking to the landlords that they have to, be responsible enough not to allow some of their own structures that they have built, used for business, to be open, that if it happens, automatically they will be brought to book and will be dealt with decisively, which means he is neck-bent to ensure that there is nothing like COVID-19 in his state. Well, that's where we're going to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let us interact. What do you think about the decision taken by the governor of River State towards the northern guys who are staying in his state, the underprivileged northerners staying in his state? Let's interact.